Hey guys, thank you so much for choosing At Home Yoga with Nicole to do your practice today. If you like this video, be sure to check out my Patreon, which is listed in the show notes. Also subscribe because a new class is going to be out every single Monday. And then if you'd like to donate for content creation for future videos, you can always donate at Venmo or PayPal. All of that's listed on my Instagram at Home Yoga with Nicole, all one word. Thank you so much. Enjoy your practice. Welcome to At Home Yoga with Nicole. I am Nicole, and this is my home. Today we're doing a class called Freestyle Flow. And what that means is it's going to be a quick one. It's just all about kind of freestyling in the sense of allowing your body to move with fluidity the way that it wants to move. So really tuning in, listening to your own cues, and noticing what might be good for my body might not agree with yours, and that's okay. So this will be a great class to kind of squeeze in between things during your day, or if you're in desperate need of a reset. Let's head to our mats. We're gonna start in a seated position. And here's your first chance to really listen to yourself. So if you wanna sit against a wall, it's a prop. It's a prop we all have. If you want to sit up on a cushion, a pillow. If you want to allow your legs to be straight out or just loose or however it may feel comfortable to be. Great. And power down the eyes. Allow the hands to fall naturally where they fall. And if you're feeling open and available, you can turn the palms up. If you're feeling a little buzzy and anxious, you can turn the palms down for a little more grounding. And start to connect to your breath. Notice if it's a little bit shallow. And then imagining that rib cage, that full space, being like a balloon. So each inhale, we're blowing up the balloon, expanding with the breath coming in. And on the exhale, we'll deflate the balloon. And maybe imagine it as your favorite color. Mine is green. Relax that jaw. Roll the shoulders back. Imagining there's a string coming from the crown of the head rather than the forehead. The very back, that crown, and it's reaching up almost like you're tied to the ceiling, so you're becoming the tallest version of yourself. And ask yourself, how are you? Maybe you're revisiting this practice again, but every time you revisit this video, you will feel differently. And we honor anything that you're feeling today. It doesn't have to be positive. It can be whatever. Start to tune into the soundtrack of your space. Sounds inside your room, but also outside. I can hear the humming of my refrigerator, the birds outside. Maybe you can hear my birds outside too. Notice the smells and the tastes, the temperature in your room. And just let go of something. Could be something very tiny, but let's let go. Release the tight grip. Let something float away for now. The birds are singing. And set a one-word intention for your practice today. So just one word you feel like you need to connect to today. Maybe it's joy. Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's gratitude. Whatever that is, I want you to take it to that space behind the third eye. And today we're actually going to bring the hands in prayer. And then you've got your thumbs. Bend the thumbs and the little knuckle of the thumbs, I want you to just gently place right on the inside of that eyebrow. So almost where your eyebrow starts, that little ridge. Some people's are bigger than others. I have a pretty hefty ridge. but we hold so much tension there. So just placing those thumbs, you can even massage a little bit, and then the fingers will cross up over that third eye. Ooh. And with those thumbs there, a little pressure on that pressure point, let's do 3 nice cleansing breaths. Inhaling through the nose and sighing it out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose and sigh it all out through the mouth. Beautiful. Let those eyes flutter open. Palms come down into prayer in front of you. Really press those palms together and try to get those shoulder blades behind you to kiss. Just really activating. And play with rising, allowing the fingers to rise and fall in front of you to find that center. Elbows out to the side. Sit tall. Drop that chin to the chest, a little side to side for the neck. Continue to engage in the arms. You got this. Oh, my hair smells good. Whew. Nice. Come back through center with the head and then release the arms. Shake out those hands. And let the fingers be loose and just really rattle them out. Might feel a little strange. If you have sensitive wrists, go slow. Again, listen to that body. But just getting some energy flowing. Relax your jaw again. Beautiful. And stop. Release the hands. Feel the buzz, the tingle. All right, nice and slow. We're going to make our way to tabletop position. So find your way there. Open up those tree frog fingers. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. A little cat-cow flowing. Ready? Inhale, drop the belly, gaze comes up. Make sure that energy is twisting outward with these hands. You're not going to physically do that, but you're going to feel the energy so the front of that elbow is pointed forward. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Chin to chest, belly button sucks back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 1 more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back through center, wag the booty. Tuck those toes, and we're going to push back. If you have sensitive knees, always tuck something underneath here. We're not going to be here too long. But having this stretch in the back of the toes is really great for the legs. So we'll be here, we're just going to do a little wrist stretch while we're stretching those toes. So take that right hand out like you're stopping someone, turn it upside down, and then we're just going to place the left hand to stretch the wrist. Just breathing into it. We forget to stretch our wrists sometimes, especially if there's a bunch of downward dogs. So if you're ever feeling sensitive in the wrists, just a little stretch is a good idea. Let's do the other side. Stop, turn around, and stretch that left wrist. Continue to deep breathe. Beautiful. Then we're going to take the hands double stop, and then just place those fingers down so the backs of the wrists are reaching forward. You're going to still feel those toes. When you stay here for a long time, it's called toes of fire. I'm sure you can imagine why. You start to feel it, but it's so good for your feet. So give yourself a break if you need to do a little pop, 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 pop. It's a technical term in yoga. A little bump, 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 bump. Beautiful. Just a little wrist circles, little wrist action here. Open them, close them really tight. Open them, close them really tight. It feels really crazy like you're playing with a baby, but it's worth it. Open them nice and wide, place them down, tuck those toes, and we're gonna do hovering table. So bring those knees up, and they're just hovering slightly off the mat, long back of the neck. Again, energy is like you're twisting open 2 jars with the front hands. Feel the core engage, long, straight spine. We're holding it here for 5, you got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, lift up and over into your first downward dog. Pedal it out. Walk your dog. Man, my mat is a little dirty today. I swear I washed it yesterday. But when you have a puppy, he'll really do that to you. Now imagine like there's a string tied across that hip line and someone is pulling you back. So it's not a lot of pressure in the wrist. It's more about equal distance, equal pressure into the wrists and the ankles. Let's inhale, lift both heels up to the sky like you're on your tippy tiptoes. And then nice and slow, we'll lower the heels like you're pushing it down through chocolate mousse. Really go slow, like slow motion here. Nice. And your heels may not touch the ground, that's okay. Let's walk the feet together, toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Look between your hands and step on through. Nice. We're going to lower the back knee. Back toes can stay tucked or untucked. So this or this. Slowly walk up to your nice low lunge. Beautiful. If you feel comfortable, you can inhale, arms up. Keep them wide here. You don't need to keep them narrow. Nice and wide. Gaze is just soft in front of you. Pull that femur bone back so we've really got the hips squared. Breathe. On your next inhale, maybe you want to add a little back bend, only if it feels good. Keep those arms nice and wide. Gaze comes up, long neck. Find the joy. And exhale, we'll release. Plant those hands on either side, step back into plank, or lower the knees, cross those feet. Either way, you're going to get that core. We're going to hold it here for 5. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. On the one, we're going to pull back into our downward dog. Nice. Walk those toes together. Find the center of your mat. Open those jars with your hand. So we're doing an external rotation of the arms. Inhale, left foot up. Nice and long. Look between those hands. Step on through. Lower that back knee. See what you like. Toes tucked or untucked. Walk the hands up to the top of the thigh. This may be where you feel good today, or hands to hips. Check in with yourself. Sometimes I love my hands on my hips because it helps me not put too much weight into one side or the other. It's just another assist. Or inhale, arms up. Gaze is straight ahead. Make sure it's soft. Check in if you're holding any tension in a place you don't need to. Common places are hips, shoulders, jaw, and toes. Make sure you're not gripping those bad boys. Inhale up. If you want to add that back bend, go for it. Keep breathing. And slowly release. Frame the foot. Step on back. And we're holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. You've got this. Here we go. Walk those toes together. Inhale, right leg up. Look between those hands. Step on through. Lower the back knee. This time we're going to stay here, but open the heart forward. So instead of coming up, really feel it in the front of the left hip. Open the heart. If you feel like you want to bring your hands just to hover over the ground, depends how long your arms are. Breathe. And then we're going to go into runner stretch or half splits. So we're going to shift the energy back, give a little bend of the front knee. So we don't want to go all the way back, sitting the booty on the leg. You actually want to keep this kind of alignment. Bend of the knee is actually going to give you that nice stretch to the hamstring. You're going to feel a real difference between trying to straighten it out. And then do a little matching the movement with the breath. So each inhale, lengthen through the spine. Each exhale, fold your head. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. We'll do 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Nice. Take a second here. Feel that stretch. I definitely feel it. And then we're going to roll back through. Tuck those toes, lift up, step back into your plank. And this time we're going to pedal, just tapping the knees down. If you're on your knees already, just hold your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, you got it, 1, and pull on back. Yes! You know where we're headed, we got to do the other side. Walk those toes together. Inhale, left foot up, look between the hands, step on through. Once again, we're keeping down. Shine the heart forward. Really focus on the lower half of the body. Find that alignment. And it's warm in here today. It's a warm day in Kansas City, which I love. Give me all the 90-degree days. Here we go, shine on through. Last few breaths. And then nice and slow, pulling back to half splits. Really flex that left foot. Bend to the knee. And we'll get a little flow going. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and hold it. Breathe into the back of the left leg. Find your edge, and again, know that everyone's body is different here. Beautiful. Let's roll back through. Tuck the back toe, plant the hands, find your plank. We got this. Ready? 5, tap. 4, tap. 3, tap. 2, tap. 1, tap. Pull on back. Man, yes! Strong core helps with so many things. But it's nice to do core that isn't like a ton of sit-ups. When there's like a little dance in there, sometimes it feels a little bit easier. Great. Walk those toes together. Inhale, right leg up. Look between those hands, step through. This time, just drop the back heel. We're going to rotate to warrior 2. Nice. So, knee stacked over ankle. You want to imagine like your feet are trying to rip your yoga mat in 2. Gaze is soft over that right arm. Really sink down into it. We're going to hold it for a second, so let's get cozy. Relax the shoulders, pinkies reach back. Keep breathing. Let's turn the palm forward. Inhale that arm up, reverse warrior. So keep that front knee bent. Gaze can be down or up. Inhale back through center. Let's straighten that front leg. Then you're going to reach as far as you can with that hand. Pause here. And then find your triangle pose. Bottom hand can be wherever it lands. Now, common mistakes is people are really flexible and they just dive all the way down, but then the booty comes out, right? So find that lift. That's where you're going to challenge yourself. If you want an even bigger challenge, you can do one of these. It's not easy. That's big core. Here we go for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back through your warrior 2. Beautiful. We'll cartwheel down, make it pretty. Step back into plank. Nice. Now we're going to try taps. So we go 5, tap to the side. 4, tap to the side. 3, tap to the side. 2, tap to the side. 1, tap to the side. Pull on back. I had no intention of adding all this core, but it just happened, so we're doing it. Let's go, we're almost done. Toes together. Inhale, left foot up. Look between those hands, step on through. Drop the back heel. Find your way up to warrior 2. Adjust as needed. So hips are open. Gaze is soft. Relax the shoulders. Feel the strength of this pose. You've got it. And this is a good reminder to let you know that your yoga teachers sweat too. We get out of breath too. We're with you. Keep breathing. Front palm turns up, reverse warrior. Gaze can be up to the hand or down, whatever feels more comfortable to your neck. Breathe. And on your next inhale, come back through. Straighten that front leg, triangle pose. So reach, 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 pause, and then relax the hand where your hand lays and bring it on up. So imagining like the body is between 2 panes of glass. Tuck the tailbone in. You'll feel an activation in the core. And there's a lift, right? Not just dropping down because you're flexible. If you want that added core, open up. Wherever you're at, make it feel good. Listen to your body. Press those hips forward. Ungrip those toes. We're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Bend that front knee. Warrior 2. And then cartwheel down. Beautiful. Find that plank. Again, always giving yourself a break. Use the knees. You're going to get great core exercise here. So you're going to tap to the side. Try to keep your hips square. So 5, tap. 4, tap. 3, tap. 2, tap. 1, tap. Bring it back to downward dog. Nailing it. Let's do a nice lion's breath. So inhale through the nose. Tongue out, sigh out. Drop those knees nice and wide. Toes come together. Pull back into extended child's pose. Oh. Expand that beautiful balloon filled with air. And deflate. Slow that heart rate down. Connect to your breath. Remind yourself why you're here. Why are you doing this practice? Remind yourself of that thing you let go at the top of practice. And then totally your choice. You can stay in extended child's pose or nice and slow. We're going to make our way back up and all meet in a seated position. Or hang out in an extended child's pose. Sometimes that feels good. Beautiful. Return back to that seat if you are seated, back where we all began. And notice if your body feels any different from the top of class till now. Maybe you're a bit warmer. Maybe your mind feels a little clearer. Maybe your body a little bit more flexible, or maybe none of those, and that's okay too. And say a little thank you to yourself for dedicating this moment, these 30 minutes to your practice, to your body, to taking care of you. And we'll finish the way we always do by bringing the hands in prayer in front of us, bringing the thumbs to the center of the forehead for wisdom, to the center of the mouth for freedom, and to the center of the heart for love. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, whether it's the evening or the morning. Return to this practice. Know that you can always reset and carry the joy of this practice with you throughout the rest of your day. Let that one-word intention motivate you as you move through the rest of your week. And I'll finish by saying Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, and you will in turn say peace, 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 which is what Shanti means. Here we go. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for joining At Home Yoga with Nicole. We got a new class every Monday, or go back into the histories, revisit some old classes. I'm so appreciative you're here, and I hope you have a beautiful day.